Hey guys, I know I've been ranting about Microsoft a lot recently, but their moderation and just behavior in general has been really fucking bad lately. And these past few moderation rants have been being made across the time span of around, I'd say, about 7 days. And you know, even I am starting to get a little bit tired of being angry at micrococks and ranting about their stupid shit. And so this will probably be the last Microsoft moderation rant for a little while, unless they do something to fuck up again. Which, knowing the quality of their moderation, is likely to happen very soon, so don't expect that long of a break from these kinds of videos. Um, Anyways, in this video, I'm just gonna be talking about why I'm so angry about this whole situation, their moderation, and everything like that. And so the first thing I want to do is like address one of the things my friend commented uh on the Microsoft video from around a week and a half ago that I uploaded. And basically, he said, "Dude, calm down. It was only a day because it was only a 1 day ban." And while that may be true that it was only a day, there was some things that really made me snap because of the ban. And under normal circumstances, I probably would have handled the ban a lot better. But I had been going, but around that time, I had been going through like a lot of stuff. And so one of the reasons the false ban really angered me was, well, I'm thinking this is pretty much obvious, but it was because of the fact that I literally did nothing wrong. I literally did not break any fucking rules, and then all of a sudden, whoop, I'm banned. And another thing is that my birthday had been around a week before the first ban, and it had seemed like around then, literally every day since then, that stuff was just going wrong. Like, literally every day, something, like, really bad was happening. And, like, whether it be, like, my mom almost passing out on my birthday, or Roblox refusing to refund me for a mistake that they made, something went wrong. And something else is the fact that, not gonna lie, it was around that time, because of all of that stuff that kept happening, I had been starting to have, like, thoughts about how people hated me, I'm not liked, and stuff like that around that time, which I thought that I had stopped thinking about that stuff since, like, a year and a half ago, but apparently that stuff just made it come back. And I had kept feeling the same way, which gave me a lot of stress. And then the fact that they decided to false ban me when there are other people on Xbox constantly getting reported who are actually doing something fucking wrong, then not having anything done about them, it just sort of like reinforced that thought into my mind. And the final reason is the fact that on top of all of that, I usually am, like, super stressed out, like, almost constantly every fucking day, and it's mostly because I'm getting angry about stuff. My mom always yells at me and blames me for stupid shit, and it feels like my mom's just always yelling at me, trying to find out ways to blame me for stuff. And so, basically, my mom is always blaming me for stuff, and then at some point, when you keep getting blamed for literally everything in life, and then you know for a fucking fact that you are innocent in a situation like the Xbox ban, you get much more pissed off than what you usually do, and what you usually be pissed off if none of that stuff was happening, because basically I just felt like you just start to feel like you're blamed for everything. And, all that stuff combined really just made me angry about everything. And then a month later, they false banned me again, and that was stupid. And really, the only way I have to escape all of the stress in my life is to, well, play on the Xbox and dot with my friends. But then, again, being falsely accused of something I didn't do, on top of the fact that the only way I had to escape all of my stress in life was just suddenly taken away at one of the worst fucking times in my recent life as punishment, it was just too much for me to fucking handle. Like, what the fuck, Microsoft? I literally did nothing wrong. And, by the way, the first video that I made about a week and a half ago about my friend getting banned for saying the N-word, when I talked about me being banned, that was still the first ban I was ranting about. I had that video on my computer for almost 2 weeks before I uploaded it, and which I got false banned a second fucking time around a week after the video was made, which was really the factor that made me finally actually upload the video. However, then, about a day or two later, I found out my friend got false banned instead of the people who are actually doing something wrong, which, if you didn't remember for some reason, maybe you didn't see the other first two parts before this, they were sending him literal death threats, and basically he got banned because they reported him, even though he literally did nothing wrong. And basically, I decided to make these last 3 videos because at this point, their moderation is getting to Roblox levels of bad. And actually, no, hold on, scratch that, actually. In fact, I'm so bold as to say that it's actually worse than Roblox moderation. Because, at least Roblox doesn't false ban you, they just simply don't do anything. And Microsoft, on the other hand, will do nothing unless you are innocent, in which case you are very prone to being banned for no reason. If you're actually guilty, well, who gives a shit? Keep on sending death threats to kids and swearing at 7-year-olds. Welcome to fucking Xbox, man. It just amazes me that they literally have a system in place where if you say, fuck you to someone and they report you, you instantly get banned by a bot. However, if you literally say, I'm going to kill you to someone, they couldn't give less of a shit. Like, you could get reported, and literally nothing would get done to you. You could say it all you fucking want. It's just at this point, they need to get their fucking priorities straight. And, I would just like to congratulate their Twitter support once again, because around, literally 10 fucking days ago, I DM'd them, which, if you're, like, a boomer, don't understand internet slang, that basically means direct message. Basically, I direct messaged them about me getting false banned again, which I specifically said was for a day. Well, they finally responded, yesterday, and they not only waited 10 fucking days to respond to me about my 1-day ban from 10 days ago, but then they just basically pull random shit out of their ass, and basically all they said was that they couldn't help me with my problem. So, thank you, Microcox, for being completely fucking useless in this whole bullshit. And, not only do they ban people for no reason, not care about death threats, and basically just force you to pay to use your own fucking internet, but they don't even try to fix the problems that their just dog shit moderation team make. And I just want to know, where the fuck is all of this Xbox Live Gold and Xbox Game Pass money going to? Because it's obviously not going towards fixing moderation. That's for fucking sure. And, even after earlier in the video explaining why I'm so mad about their moderation being, like, this bad, some of you might still think that I'm going a bit overboard, and maybe that's what you might think, but there's also another, even bigger reason as to why I get so angry about these false bans. And it's because these types of, like, companies and stuff, when you get banned from them, basically, most of them have, pretty much all of them, there might be, like, a few random ones that can't afford to use that kind of technology, but basically, most of them have a sort of way for moderators to, like, look at your profile and see how many times you've been banned, and they don't need to pay attention to the details of the ban because we're Xbox moderation. We know every fucking thing, right? And so if they see you've been banned around 5 times in the last 3 months, whether it was false or not, they're gonna start to think, hey, this guy's not following the rules, so we should just permaban them so that we don't have to deal with them anymore. So, literally, you get false temporary banned 5 times in around 3 months, and then these fucking idiots, they could come and permaban you if they look at your ban history before they issue another ban. And, I'm still thinking about whether or not I still want to be on Xbox after all of this bullshit, because, like, one of the reasons, okay, let's see, one of the reasons you might think I should stay on Xbox is, oh, you probably spent a lot of money on games and stuff on there, so you should probably just keep playing on Xbox, and, yeah, that does make sense. I have spent a pretty decent amount of my mom's, well, my money, haha, I'm Chad, yes, I totally am not too lazy to get a job, but, just pushing that aside, anyways, it is true that I spent quite a bit of money on there. I'd say probably, like, I don't know how much. Most of it is, like, Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass, and, sometimes, every once in a while, I'll just actually buy a game, but if I get permabanned, my progress is fucking gone too, and so, even though I may have spent a lot of money on Xbox, what's the point of staying on there if I'm just gonna get banned permanently because of the fact that they've looked at my ban history and see I keep getting banned all this amount of time, and throughout this short of a time, and because I know it's coming eventually. These fucking idiots are gonna see all the bans on my ban history, or whatever the fuck they call it, and they're just gonna permanently ban me, and I won't have anything on Xbox anymore. It's eventually coming. But anyways, I just realized that I turned a video that was supposed to be like a short little 5-minute part 3 into a video that's probably longer than the other 2 parts. And I think I'm done ranting about micrococks for a while. Again, unless they do something fucking stupid again, which they'll probably do, knowing their stupid-ass moderation. If I'm being honest, I didn't expect this script to get to such a file size. Like, this is one of the longest notepad files I have made, and I think it actually places at, like, second place for biggest notepad size at 7 kilobytes, and that's just for part 3's script. I actually wrote the entirety of part 1's script in, like, a few hours, and I didn't bother saving it, so I don't know how long that one is, but yeah, I guess that's why I feel so exhausted about ranting about Microsoft, but, at the same time, that just goes to show how much they fucked up in just the last few months, because literally only one of their fuck-ups that I mentioned was from around 2 years ago, and the others for the last few months, and, with that, I'd just like to say, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be notified when I upload. Again, this is going to be the final part to this series. We'll call this series, these 3 parts, Season 1, I guess. I don't know. Season 1, Episode 1, whatever you want to call it. But, yeah. Bye, guys.